Hello everybody, my name is Shane, and in this video, we're going to be checking out the official Samsung case lineup for the Galaxy Z Flip 5. These cases range from $40 to $90, and they are available at the time of this video, so I'll have some links down in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. Starting with the silicone case with ring. This case comes in at $40, comes in 5 different colors, have lavender, cream, apricot, mint, and this indigo color. In the box, we have our case in addition to our ring attachment. So this year, it seems Samsung has significantly slimmed down on the extra flappage and all the extra various parts of these cases. So we just have this one flap that goes through the slit here on the back. Go ahead and click that in, and then we can go ahead and put our phone right into the case. First impressions of the silicone case, it has a really nice feel in the hand to it. It complements just the rounded edges of the phone, so it has a great comfortable feel in the hand. Doesn't make it all too much more bulky, so you still have that great one-handed experience. Then of course we now have this ring attachment to go with it, and since of course we clipped it to the inside of this portion of the case, you're not going to have to worry about this ring going anywhere. The ring has a matte finish to it. It's a similar silicone feel as the case itself. And as you can see here, there's plenty of room for our entire display. We don't have any of the display blocked or anything with this new front cover. As far as our buttons, the volume rockers are covered, but we do have the fingerprint sensor still exposed, of course, which it's very easy to still go ahead and just lay your thumb right on that sensor. Have plenty of room with all the cutouts here. Let's see if my oversized Type-C cable fits inside this phone with the case on. Fits just fine, so no issues there. Wireless charging picks up really quickly on this. Now, if the ring is down, let's see if it still wirelessly charges. It still does definitely charge with the ring facing the other way, so you don't have to worry about if this needs to be a certain way or anything. You can just drop this down on the wireless charger. Going to get that every time. The case is very flush against the edges, so we have a great overall design here, has a great look to it. And as far as the ring on the back goes, it just gives you a great grip and peace of mind with your device. It's not going to fall anywhere if you have this ring around your finger. I think Samsung also intends for this loop to potentially be able to clip this phone onto a carabiner or something like that, just because of its very compact form factor. And of course, if the ring is getting in the way or you just don't need it on a certain given day, you can always just take off the back portion, take it out of its slot, and then you can just go ahead and have your silicone case as is. But overall, really liking the look, feel, and the simplicity here of the silicone case with the ring. Next up, we have the FlipSuit Case. This one comes in at $60, and this is an entirely brand new case. Inside the box, we have our plastic case. That's a clear on the bottom and clear on the top, but also with a black rim around the front. And then we have these 2 additional cards, which you can put inside the bottom portion of this case. So that just slips right in. Let's go ahead and attach our phone here. So as soon as you put this case on, you're going to get the FlipSuit Case content applied. Since I put the blue card into the back portion here, now on the front, on our outer display, we have this live wallpaper that matches the same exact design as what we have on the back here. As far as your internal display, nothing on that part is going to change as far as I know. It's just going to be that outer display. You're going to get that nice animation. By default here, you're going to have your time and date. And then if you are switching between different widgets and things, you can see you kind of still have the hue of the color in the background there on your widgets. Now let's see what happens when we insert the purple card. So you can see here, FlipSuit Case content removed. So that's nice that when you take it off, you still have all of your original things and settings and stuff. You don't have to go back and change your wallpaper again. Now let's go ahead and try out the purple card here. So same thing, want to put this black side towards the phone. Of course, have your color facing out. Let's go ahead and put this back in. And immediately when we put it in, FlipSuit Case content applied. And again, on this purple one, if you go over to your other widgets, you can kind of see the purple pinkish hue in the background. So you still kind of get that design overall with all your various widgets. I do quite like that when you go to remove this, it just immediately erases what was on there and you can just go back to your original settings. But as far as the case itself, it has a very nice grip, very nice feel to it. Looks like we have ample room for all of our cutouts here and things. Let's go ahead and check our oversized Type-C charger. That works no problem, absolutely fine. And also worth mentioning is that the lip of this front portion, it does protect the cameras. It is at least going to provide that baseline amount of protection where the cameras won't be directly hitting on a table or surface or anything, but it is worth mentioning they are still pretty exposed. So, and then we have our cutout, of course, for our fingerprint sensor. Gets us into the phone, absolutely no problem. Again, we have a nice flush finish here against each side. Samsung did a good job designing the cases this year to perfectly fit these foldable phones and their unique form factors. But overall, definitely enjoying the FlipSuit case here initially. And since I know people will ask, yes, you can put these Flip 5 cases on your Flip 4 or a previous generation Flip. You just won't get the features and functionalities of something like this FlipSuit case, for example. But if you wanted to get something like the Silicone Case with the new ring attachment, you could definitely do that and put it onto your Flip 4 if you wanted to. Next up, we have the clear Gadget case. This one comes in at $50. Inside the box, we have a case that is a similar design to the FlipSuit case, and then in addition, there's a little box with our Gadget inside. Now, this one has incredible grip. This one might be even grippier than the FlipSuit case. Still very easy to open and close your phone with one hand. Have the same design as the other plastic case, have our fingerprint sensor exposed to get into the phone very easily. As far as the portion on the back, we can go ahead and remove this. Then with our Gadget, line up the gray knob with on the case. It falls into place, and then you can just twist and it is locked in. Very easy to lock in, and this guy is absolutely not going anywhere. I feel like this is going to be a great little accessory to have with this compact device. We have a nice metal feeling here on this ring, and then it's going to be so nice to be able to prop this up really well. So I can go ahead and prop this right up on the table, really high up. That's very useful. So even in an extreme angle of the ring being over on this far side, it still holds up very well, can still use the phone just fine. But what's cool about this thing is that you can push down the button and then you can reposition the ring into a different spot. So you can see here, I now have it in a different place, and hey, maybe this will work better for standing it up, might provide more peace of mind, or having it over this way, for example. And then this also serves as a much sturdier version of the ring that we had on the silicone case for great peace of mind. If you have this alongside your Flip, there's no way you're going to be losing grip of it. And I see a lot of potential with this for things like filming, so you can just reposition the ring and then put your finger through there, and you have a great grip of this phone when out and filming and things. And if you wanted to take a picture and you wanted to prop this somewhere, you could go into your camera, turn on the cover screen viewfinder, and then just go ahead and place this somewhere, and then you would be very easily to take a picture or video somewhere with this. So there's actually a ton of versatility with this Gadget case. I think even more so on this Flip than on the Fold edition. And then if you want to take this back out, just push down again, position with the gray knob, and this comes right off. Now let's go ahead and check out our wireless charging here with that Gadget removed. So it looks like our wireless charging does work here, which is really nice. I know it seems like it might not work because there is this gap here, but I did confirm yesterday on the Fold 5 with its Gadget case that this does definitely work with wireless charging. So it is really nice that this knob is very easy to take off. It literally just takes a split second, so that if you do want a wireless charge every night or every day, it's so easy to just drop that on there, have this nearby, and then you can just clip this right back on with no issues. And as far as holding the phone in your average use, you would think maybe it sticks out and it's cumbersome, but in my just average way I hold my phone, I noticed that, yeah, my hand rests on it, but it's not really in the way much of my just general average grip of the phone. That goes for both the outer display and the inner display. But overall, I am pleasantly surprised by the Gadget case here on the Flip 5. Last but not least, we have our Flap Eco leather case. This one comes in at $90, comes in 3 different colors: cream, a taupe, and this black color here. Similar to Samsung's other leather cases, we have a nice soft microfiber feeling on the inside of this case here. Once again, we have an entirely new design here. Samsung keeps changing these cases up every single year. Okay, so this is the only case that covers up your hinge if you want that little extra protection and peace of mind. And it also means that no matter which way you're holding or feeling this phone, you're going to get that nice leather feel. Now, this isn't the same exact feel to me personally as the real genuine leather cases, but it does have a nice leather feel to it still, but it does not have the usual leather smell to it. But checking out our cutouts here, looks like we have plenty of room for our cutouts, speaker grill. That fits into the phone just fine. I have an extra button on this one for where your volume rockers are, gives it a nice look and feel. And the fingerprint sensor also works just fine here. Have some nice Samsung branding embedded in the back here. And similar to the Gadget case, you do have a little bit of extra stuff going on back here that you may feel with your hand when you're using the phone. This extra flap that comes through here is very smooth and seamless every single time you open the phone. And it sits flush against it, so it's not flapping around or anything. It's very streamlined with the device. And this one gives great peace of mind as far as protection goes, which usually that's not the case with the leather cases. Let's go ahead and check our wireless charge with some of the things going on the back. Wireless charging seems to work. Let's see if we go into flex mode and this opens up a little bit, see if we can still wirelessly charge. Yep, wireless charging still works even with that flap there. So overall, a very nicely designed case. You can tell that Samsung definitely took some time to engineer this well. I wasn't always wild about the flap cases in the past just because this flat portion, it would have metal pieces. It would be kind of intrusive to your average everyday use, but they definitely cleaned it up here on this version. But overall, really enjoying the new cases here for the Flip 5. The Gadget case is surprisingly useful. It has a lot of use cases to go along with this unique form factor as far as taking pictures and videos and propping your phone up in certain special ways. Have a great feel on the silicone case, even though the leather case isn't genuine leather, has a good leather feel to it still. While this case only comes with the 2 colors out of the box, I'm sure Samsung's going to be offering a ton more options for customizing your Flip, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the official Samsung case lineup for the Flip 5 down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. And please consider subscribing to the Shane Simons YouTube channel today so you don't miss my short-term review on the Flip 5 and the Fold 5. If you haven't seen my other Flip and Fold videos yet, I'll have them somewhere around here. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.